Welcome to another episode. Today we have Sharendra back again, senior consultant from Red Hat Consulting team. Today's scenario that we wanted to discuss is about an ISV partner who is working with one of the largest bank of India, and they have this product called UPI app platform, which is Unified Payment Interface, and that's like a lifeline for India right now, where all the digital payments go through the UPI interface. Now, this particular product from an ISV partner has been used by the customer in a monolithic war-based deployment. And here today we want to talk about that scenario where the customer went through the digital transformation and the application has been hosted on top of OpenShift, and what are the technical couple of technical challenges that we faced and how we went about going about it, right? So yeah, Chandra, over to you. If you can run us through with the scenario in more detail and probably the key success criteria that we encountered there and we solved.
Yeah. So thanks, Rajiv, for calling me again, and hi all. So let me share my screen. So as Rajiv has explained, what was the use case for a customer. So one of the success criteria was uh, they don't want to change the end user, the consumer URL. The consumer URL they want to keep as it is. Okay. So on the screen, what you see is a monolithical WAR, and which is deployed on one of the application servers, and this is a VM-based deployment. So this journey, this transformation journey of cloud native, how they deployed a WAR file. So the first approach was lift and shift. So the same application was packaged as a container and which was deployed on an OpenShift. Now the routing is done to the OpenShift router and which pass to the WAR file and all the contexts. So this WAR file has three contexts. So if we can assume it is as a servlet, which has a three servlet package as a single WAR file. And in the next stage, this was the stage 2. In the next stage, what they tried picking up one of their my services and try to extract it outside the WAR file and deploy as a single unit, a single microservices. Okay. And so at stage 3, which was an intermediate stage, at this point, both a WAR, a monolithical application, as well as microservices, both are deployed on the OpenShift. So once this phase went ahead with the success of their testing, in the final stage, the WAR file is gone and all the services has been deployed as independent microservices which can scale up according to their load.
So Chandra, I think key bit to take away here is that a customer never wanted to go for a big bang cloud native transformation, right? They always wanted to go with incremental, step by step, breaking it into smaller microservices and make it work all of them together, as in 2B and as is together, right?
Yes. So that was so customer does not wanted to go directly and big bang to all their services as a microservices. So this was the stages or strangulation pattern what they have followed. Okay. So the important
and I think sorry, I just interrupted this. I think additional thing was because it's an ISV partner, it's a product for an ISV partner. So they went through this journey, and the same pattern that we implemented got replicated across multiple other their customers, which is other set of banks, isn't it?
Yes, exactly. So the important now what we see, we have a route with the same domain name, FQDN name, with the context path /get pattern, which is pointed to my router, and depending upon the context, it would be redirected to the microservices, the pod which is deployed on OpenShift. Okay. So all this application would be inside a single namespace. So let me bring you to the OpenShift console. This is an OpenShift console where we can see this is the last pattern, the last stage, what we are seeing. All these three services, get balance, get OTP, and get payment, are deployed as an independent pod. The most important thing is to see the routes. If I go to the routes, I have a two route, get balance and get payment. If you see the location, the FQDN name slash get balance. If I call slash get balance, I can see my microservice get balance has been called. Okay. If I have to create a route for the OTP, so right now the route has not been created, get balance and get payment. If I want to access get OTP, okay. So uh, host name I want to keep same. That was the scenario with the customer wanted, and then the path would be get OTP. Then I have to just select which service I have to call, what will be the port, and just I have to create the route. And the route has been deployed successfully. Now, if I click on this OTP, what I can see, get OTP microservices has been called. And similarly, get balance, the get balance microservices has been executed. So what we are seeing a same FQDN name, but the context part which is changing, and depending upon the context part, the its respective microservices are getting called. So this is
I think
how.
wouldn't that be another easy way that in case you want to roll back or revert back to the previously running functionality, that is just a click of a button here, isn't it?
Yes, yes, yes. If you want to roll back, definitely we can roll back to the older form. Yes.
Cool. That sounds pretty awesome. I think apart from this, do you have all these commands and everything available as a part of any GitHub link, which can be shared with the
Yeah, yeah.
viewers?
Yes, yes. So the same demo application, the demo repositories had all the source code and how this has been deployed. Uh, all those steps and command are there in the readme.md file, which can be executed directly on OpenShift.
Cool. Thanks a lot, Chandra. I think that was pretty useful, and I'm sure that people, all the customers who are on the journey of the migration from monolithic to microservice journey, they're all going to make use of this, especially on OKD or OpenShift. So thanks a lot for sharing it with us. And this link we will put it back on the YouTube description section. So thanks, Chandra. See you probably in the next episode.
Yeah. Thank you, Rajiv. Yeah. Bye bye.
Take care. Bye.